There it is. Now click an option, hide, floating meeting controls. Yes. Someone in the waiting room. Okay, good. We're all set. And Friday. However, Tuesday is welcome reception. It's just small bites, so you won't get a full dinner tonight. First bummer, because it was announced as a full dinner, but it's not. It's small bites. It's going to be lovely. We're going to be upstairs, and we have the rooftop, so that's going to be super nice. But other days you'll be covered with food and drinks. Then the less important things, goals of DevDays. So what is DevDays? DevDays is all about education. It's all about building the community and accelerating the adoption of FHIR. Those are the three main goals that we have for FHIR DevDays. When you enter the buildings, completely coincidental, but we have work, meet, play, and that's what we do. We work, we meet with people, and we make sure to have a nice time while we're here. Our priorities when organizing the events, this event, is that we want to keep an implementer focus. So it's not so much about the standard itself. Of course, it's the most important thing. It's all about FHIR, but this is about implementing FHIR. So it's very much implementer focused. So a lot of people here have a technical background. It's not a business event, but you found out already, right? I bet, who has business cards? Like the old-fashioned paper business? Oh, wow. Okay, good. Well, not a lot of people. We also make sure to have a wide variety of content. So we have all sorts of topics covered, and there's lots and lots of sessions to choose from. And that's also a bit of a problem. You will have a fatigue of choice, but all sessions, not all sessions, but most of the sessions are recorded, so you will have them available the same day. We also try to have a welcoming and low barrier atmosphere, because a lot of people here are new to the community, new to FHIR. So we make sure that you feel welcome right from the get-go. We hope we do. The tone of voice, you will find that it's all very informal here. And we make sure to have lots of fun things to do during the event. And we try to do new things every time. So, for instance, not only new things related to FHIR, we have birds of a feather sessions where you see new topics evolving, new topics on the horizon. But we also make sure to have new things in the program. Like this year, we have the nerds track, for instance. We have Women for FHIR, all sorts of things that we try to do and see if it's a success, and then we'll repeat it next year. We have 530 participants and 2/3 are in person. And that's quite a surprise to us. We thought, well, maybe 50-50, but it's 2/3 are in person. And that's, I don't know what this means, but building the community is probably a priority for all of you. That's why you are here in person. What's happening today? Today is a pre-conference day, so we'll have introductory sessions. And the introductory sessions are also, you can find them in the program. It's Introduction to FHIR. First time ever we have an introduction to FHIR in Arabic, which is maybe not very well attended here, but keep in mind that those sessions are recorded and are added to the DevDays channel. So it's after 6 months, we'll open it to the public and it will be viewed many times. We have introduction to FHIR messaging, FHIR documents, Happy, profiling, SNOMED, everything is on the program. You will find it there. And also today, we have the 2 o'clock, we have the outcomes of the FHIR DevDays State of FHIR survey that we ran prior to the event. So you can see what the adoption of FHIR is doing around the world. And 5:30, we have the welcome reception upstairs on the rooftop. My mic is doing, am I in the right spot or should I be here or? Is it okay? Okay, good. Make sure to be at the welcome reception. It's very nice. We have lovely weather upstairs and we'll all be outside. Yeah. So where are we? This is the map. We are, is this Amsterdam? Yes, it is. You might not say so, but this is where we are here. B building. And the Amsterdam that you all know, let's say the cliche Amsterdam is over here, right? How do you find your way where you actually want to be? Well, you want to be here, of course, but some of you might also want to be visiting Amsterdam. So there's a metro station here, which is 2 blocks down to the right, turn right, and you can take the metro downtown to Central Station, which is Central Station is over here. This is our office up here, also downtown. And some of you have been visiting us last week. Very nice. This is where I live, right in the middle. And this is where we will have our social event in the Vondelpark on Thursday night. It's a lovely venue that we rented, and the weather is going to be super nice. So this is your chance to get to know the Vondelpark. I'm sorry, guys, over there. Maybe it's a bit cramped here. If you want, yeah, okay, good. All right. So what do we have on the schedule? We have keynotes, just a few. The keynotes are always inspirational, not so much educational. And they are end of day instead of just early on the day, because we are streaming those keynotes and we want to have our US audience to be able to attend those sessions as well. Then we have tutorials. The tutorials are the core of DevDays. It's the experts in a certain topic who will tell you all about that certain topic. So it's about education. There are 45 minutes, Q&A included, 10 minutes Q&A, and all Q&A will be in the Whova app. I'll talk about the Whova app in a bit. And answers to your questions may be available after the meeting. So make sure to revisit those meetings in your Whova app, because your question may be answered later on. Then we have the Let's Build sessions, and the Let's Build sessions are workshops, basically hands-on coding. We have a separate room for this where you can bring your laptop, do coding. I have a separate slide on the Let's Build, but it's important that it's just for you, right? It doesn't work online, so we just have the workshops here in Amsterdam. Then we have community talks. The community talks are by the community, and they're basically about best practices, pitfalls. This is what I've learned. This is sharing, right? So they're 20 minutes, not 40 minutes, but 20 minutes. Including 5 minutes Q&A. So same concept, but we call them fixed with FHIR, meaning I ran this project and this is what I learned and what I want to share with you, or we call it FHIR around the world because, for instance, we have sessions about what's happening in Switzerland, what's happening in Germany, if you want to get an update on these topics. We have sponsored sessions from our gold sponsors, DMI and Google. You can find them in the schedule. I have a separate slide on the sponsors as well. And we have birds of a feather. I already mentioned this is experimental, right? New topics. And it's mainly about, hey, I have this great idea. This is what I think it should look like. What do you think? So please participate in these discussions. Then we have meet and greet, which is ask a keynote speaker or panel member anything. That's virtual. So if you want to ask one of our keynote speakers anything, just walk up to them. Because that's, or you can join the virtual session as well, by the way. You can just find a quiet spot and log in, and then you can join through Whova. Fireside chat, same thing. Meet and greet the thought leaders. We have a few of these on the schedule, so you can discuss or ask any questions to like Graham or Josh or Ewout or James or whoever. Social event, most important, is Thursday night. Buses leaving here. We'll take you there to the Vondel Park, but after that, you're on your own. We won't take you back because not a lot of people will want to go back here. Most of you will probably do things that you didn't tell your boss. And you will also, you all got a GVB ticket, which is the transit ticket, which will get you through Amsterdam for free. Metro, bus, or tram. The lounge, of course, that's your meeting area where you can meet up with other participants. And I already discussed food and drinks. So we also have some fun things in sport. We have yoga. We have yoga is online and offline. In the Freddy, it's in your on the schedule. So you can do a yoga session. The Freddy is upstairs. I'll tell you where it is. We have chair massage in the lounge area. Not sure if that's every day or 3 days. We have 3 days of chair. Wow, but not today. DevDays run is on Thursday morning, which will take you to some nice parts of Amsterdam that you will certainly not know about. That's on Thursday morning, and we have showers here, so you can bring your stuff, leave it here, do the run, come back, take a shower, and then just attend the first session. And then we have Padel on Wednesday evening, starting 7:30. And yesterday I've learned that Padel is actually not the same as pickleball. So in the schedule, you will find pickleball, but it is Padel. And I also learned yesterday that Padel is actually nicer than pickleball. So whew, you only need to bring your running shoes or your shorts. We have all the gear. And if you want to join that competition, you just go to the registration desk and tell them, oh, I want to join the run or the Padel. Okay. Okay, so a few things. On Wednesday, we have the Nerds track. The Nerds track is a Nerds track. If you are a nerd, you can still, well, you're all nerds, I know, but if you've done something really, really nerdy at home, like not switching on the light, but having an API call, switching on the light, whatever, you can still apply for the Nerds track, and we have a prize. The winner gets a free, we have a bowl, but we also have a free ticket for next year in the US. And then on Wednesday, we have something new, which is Women for FHIR. We have the Women for FHIR panel. That's in the plenary room. And you can also meet and greet the panel members. And I think we also have some swag. Then on Thursday, we have a green day, which is also something new, meaning that we will start the day with a keynote focusing on waste in healthcare. And we will have veggie food here in B. And this is also your opportunity to buy some trees because some of you may have used, I don't know, CO2 kind of transport to get here. So this is your greenwashing opportunity. And we also have the student track. The student track is something that we traditionally do. And we have 7 university team members competing for the student award. Make sure to meet the students. Then the special voices. We have the consumer voice or the patient voice, the consumer voice, which is a keynote on Wednesday by Brent Shipley. On Thursday, we have Emma Bruns, who is the doctor's voice. Also keynote end of day. And then we have Dawn Dowding, the nurse's voice. So we have the consumer, we have the doctor, and we have the nurse, all keynotes. DevDays is hybrid. I already explained how it's hybrid. Please all use the Whova app because that contains the agenda, but this is also where you can get to meet each other, reach out to people, or meet the online attendees. Some of the sessions, and this is where you find all the labels here, this is an indication of whether the speaker, most of the speakers are in person, but some, just a few, have a virtual presentation. It's just in a room, you attend the room, and we have a cinema setting. So it's basically the same thing, but the speaker is not here in Amsterdam. They're presenting from home or wherever. The labels also tell you this is Vadim, he's here, but his session is not streamed and it's not recorded. Why? Because it's a Let's Build session. Okay. Yeah, I explained this. Okay. Oh yeah, recordings are available within 1 day. So if you don't know which session to attend, because you have to choose from 5 breakout sessions, you can also watch the recording within a day. All right, so if you want to take a nice picture in the lounge, we have the fireside, the fireplace. You can take a nice picture there. It's just in the Wiegert, which is the plenary room, and we have something called the Healthcare Repair Cafe. I'm not sure if you're all familiar with a repair cafe where you can bring your broken stuff and someone will fix it. This is where we're going to fix healthcare. It's just a sign in the plenary room where you can add your problem or something that's broken, or add your solution. This is how we should fix it. And Graham Grieve, in his closing keynote, will take his inspiration from what you've written down on that sign. All right, the Let's Build session, I think we've covered this. Maybe one thing, in the description, you will find how to prepare for a Let's Build. So it might be that the presenter requires you to have certain tools installed. Make sure to have them installed because we cannot wait for everyone in the room to be prepped for a certain Let's Build session. You can find it in the description. And they're not, again, they're not recorded. So Q&A, use your Whova app to do all the Q&A so everyone can read it. And we have a moderator in the room. In every room, we have a moderator who can either respond to questions or help respond to questions from the room or from the Whova app. So you can, if you're here, and you are all here, I know, you can just ask a question, raise your hand, but you can also use the Whova app. So where are we now? We are now in the Richard. This is the plenary room. These are also breakout rooms. This is the lounge where you all entered, registration desk lounge. Lunch will be served here. Restrooms are here. Elevators and stairs are over here. And this will get you to the upper floors. We call this the ground floor. The US would call this the first floor. So this is quite confusing, actually. I think the 0, this is where we are now. So the first floor is, we have 2 rooms over here, which is the Bright Lab for breakout sessions. And we have the Sarah. If you want to meet with someone or with a group, you can go to the registration desk and ask, can we get the Sarah or any other room that's available, because we have a meeting, a private meeting or whatever. You can just see if there's a slot available. This is the second floor. Second floor has 2 rooms. One is the Freddy, very nice room, mainly for birds of a feather sessions, because they tend to be very small and exclusive. So, and then we have the Mark, which is a huge room for Let's Build sessions, because we have desks. And we have signage all over the on the floor. You will find signage, so you can find your way around. Okay, schedule. You can add your in Whova. Anyone who did not download Whova yet? Oh gosh. Okay, you can do so after this session, because you will find, not only will you find the agenda and all the attendees, but also last minute changes or sessions that are added will only be available in Whova and not on the website, where we have a PDF schedule. Yeah, and there's all sorts of things like add to my agenda, so it will be in your calendar. You can, yeah, that's self-explanatory, I would say. Okay. Then, oh yeah, that's the PDF that's available on the website. If you go to www.devdays.com, you will find the PDF schedule as well. Maybe you can download. It won't be changed, won't be updated. You can filter tracks and search for sessions using the search bar in Whova, both on your phone and on your laptop. But there's one disclaimer here. It only searches for sessions in a day. It's, yeah. So if you want to find a session, you don't know which day, you have to search for each session. It's a ticket that we've submitted. Okay. Then attending a session in a room, you will have either a live speaker or an online speaker. I already mentioned the cinema setting. Then via Whova, you can attend as an online. Maybe you will not, but if you're still in your hotel room, you know, and you want to attend a session, you can also attend as an online attendee using the Whova link. The meet and greet and the fireside chat, if you want to attend those, the link is in Whova. It's Spatial Chat, which is another app. That's only online. So if you want to attend those, find a quiet place and attend, maybe use a headset. And I already mentioned the Sarah, which is the meeting room to be used by all of you. Okay, so sponsors, we have gold sponsors, DMI and Google, silver, NextGen and Redux, bronze, Smile. Thank you very much if you're here for supporting us. It's very important for us. Yeah. Thank you, Mario. And then we have the organizers, HL7 International and FHIR. And we also have the FHIR Business Alliance here. The FHIR Business Alliance is a group of companies who all share this vision, this FHIR first vision. Yeah. And we have all of these have booths in the lounge. So please come visit them. Networking, building the community. There's lots of opportunity. You can just use like old-fashioned in-person coffee breaks, etc., to meet with other attendees. We all have these nice badges so you can see who we are and where we work. Then you can use the Whova app. There's ice breaking. You can find all attendees in the Whova app. Is everyone familiar with chat.phir.org? Yeah, we have two channels. One is the DevDays channel for all of you, and then we have speaker support. We have the lounge, of course, and we have a virtual lounge. The virtual lounge is not attended, but you can just join that anytime. And then if you want to tweet or post, use our hashtag called FHIR DevDays. After DevDays, you will have access to content. All recordings will be available to you. First in Whova, and then we'll move everything to, I think, Vimeo, and you will get an email with a password so you can watch them password protected. And after 6 months, we release all content to the wider audience. You can use chat.fhir.org, which is where the community lives. And the next events, Phoenix, Arizona, is the working group meeting. If you're not a member of HL7, please do so, because HL7 is the home of FHIR, and it's important that we all support the community and our HL7 members. And the next edition of FHIR DevDays will be 2024 in the US, probably Minneapolis, but we haven't decided yet. Dates and location will be announced. Get help or get a glass of water, maybe someone. Many answers and guides are on our website, the FAQ. Registration desk is where you got in. They have a lot of answers. Then there's the people wearing yellow shirts, and we have the people wearing blue shirts. The difference is the yellow shirts, you can ask anything, also FHIR related. The blue shirts are mainly logistics. Already mentioned the channels on Zulip, and you can find me here, rien@fhir.ly. This is a slide that you will see on every presentation, and you can use the QR code. Just scan the QR code. We very much appreciate your feedback. And this is a form that's available on our website that you can use to, thank you, to share your feedback on a certain session, right? It's very much appreciated because we use it for the schedule of next year, the program. And with that, I've come to an end of my presentation. And I think we have some time left for a Q&A. Am I on time?
Plenty of time.
Ah, nice. 10 minutes early. So we have a moderator here, Alex Zoutke. If you raise your hand, we will come up to you and you can ask your question.
Yes. Any questions so far? If not, we end early.
It's always either a good sign or a bad sign. No questions. We'll learn from the evaluation form. Here.
So this is a logistical question. Do all of the rooms require mics for audience Q&A?
All
or
of the
some
rooms?
small of that, or some small enough that we don't need a mic or a moderator?
As a speaker? Yeah. You always need, maybe not, no, the Freddy is not recorded. It's just discussion, so you won't need a mic or a moderator. But all the tutorials, you do need a mic, because it's recorded and it's shared with the online audience. Yeah. And Brett.
You're like me and you can't find your room on the Whova app under logistics. There's the floor plan of the whole building.
Okay.
So you just show it on screen.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to move it to the home page because this app be attached.
Okay. So the floor plan will be on the homepage of Whova. And it will be there by the time you will find your way around anyway. So thank you, Brett. Anyone else? No one? Well, enjoy DevDays. Thank you very much.